Hello, hello, hello. Can you guys hear me? Hello, hello. Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. What's going on? As you can tell, YouTube is glitching. Native Girl, please turn the internet back on, please. Hey, Robin, welcome in. Welcome in. Native Girl, good to see you. Mark CB3E, good to see you. Whitney, good to see you. Cindy, good to see you. Bean Baby, good to see you. Yeah, it's still kind of glitchy on my end, but it seems okay. We'll see, Cindy. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. I mean, it's super glitchy, but I'm seeing you now come up, so it looks good on your end. Oh, see what happens.
Hey, Miss Jams. Do it in slow motion. I don't know if you can do it in slow motion. Let me try. I haven't tried that. Let me try. Yeah, YouTube's been real glitchy. I'm trying not to do too much stuff on here. It's super glitchy on my end, but let me give me 1 second. Let's see if I can do it in slow mo. Oh yeah, see? It's not even yeah, see it's like not my thing isn't coming up now. It's weird. Huh. Oh, here it is, I think. Oh, that was weird. I mean, I had the video up. See, I had the video up and now it's gone on my end. Oh! Oh, that's cool. I didn't know I could do that. Yeah, I can't do it in slow motion, but I'll see if I can do that with a different with a different app later. It's starting to kind of the wrinkles are starting to a little bit to get better over here. The wrinkles are ironing out a little. It just looks so weird on my end. Oh, that's cool that I can do it around like that. Let me see 1 second. Let's see what's going on. I gotta bring up the article. I wasn't able to bring it up. Yeah, YouTube's been super glitchy. YouTube's been super glitchy. YouTube has been super glitchy. Did I say YouTube has been super glitchy? Did I mention that? Yo, good to see you, yo. Long time no see. How you been? How you doing? How's everybody doing? How is everybody doing? Hopefully you can hear me okay. Let me bring some stuff up. Thank you for being cool. Thank you for being patient. Really appreciate everybody. Yeah, real life. I hear you. I got done with so much stuff. It was laundry with all this other stuff and work and oh man. But it feels good to catch up on stuff. It really does. I'm in a very good mood today. Very good mood. Glitchy, glitchy, glitchy. You know what was itchy? My Airbnb when I went up to Riverside. Super itchy. The bed was itchy. The blankets were itchy. Yeah, let's see if this works. Cindy, thank you, Cindy. Thank you, thank you. Oh man, I got the best chat. Got the best people around. Super grateful for everybody in here. Seriously. Let me know if you guys can see that. And if you can, I'll just read the article. Yeah, it's been out for 45 minutes. Yeah, how you doing, Rubber Ramada? Good to see you. Right, right, Native Girl. I've been saying that for a while now. Yep. All right, cool, cool. So yeah, let me read this article. So there's breaking news in regarding this case. I haven't looked into it, but I saw it in one of these this FBI this lady, I forget what her name was, but I saw it on her Twitter page, and she's like, make sure you guys on your platforms. I was like, yeah, for sure. And then all of a sudden today this came out. I was like, whoa, that was fast. So let me jump right into it. Hopefully, yeah, you guys can hear it. If it's super glitchy, I mean, we'll just go from there. We'll see what happens. Okay, so terrifying car linked to the disappearance of beauty queen 23 as cops arrest suspect. This is breaking news. Thank you, Dandy, for sending this uh, and keeping us updated with this. Yeah, so thank you, Dandy, for this. Appreciate it. It's by Sonia Gogliara, huh? U.S. reporter. Oh, U.S. reporter. Okay, cool. Sonia Gugliara. Hopefully, I'm saying that right. I'm sorry if I'm butchering that. A Philadelphia man has been arrested in connection with the eerie disappearance of a former Miss USA hopeful as police urgently search for the suspect's car. Keon King has been accused of kidnapping Kada Scott, 23, after picking her up from work more than a week ago. Upon leaving her job at the terrace at Chestnut Hill and assisted living facility in Northwest Philadelphia, the recent Penn State graduate seemingly vanished, leaving her car parked at work and taking her phone offline. City police revealed during a Wednesday press conference that King, who authorities said has um, excuse me, a troubling history, was taken into custody on Tuesday night, but authorities admitted they were far from finding Scott. And after begging for the police help and digging up more information on where the former Miss Pennsylvania contestant may be, uh, they are most concerned about tracking down King's 1999 metallic gold Camry. The vehicle involved is in Scott's disappearance, according to Assistant District Attorney Ashley Toklowiski. Probably butchering that again. I'm very sorry. Uh, Mr. King is the last person we believe to be in contact with Scott, and he was in contact with her when she went offline. How many times have you heard that, right? You're the last person to be seen with the person who is now missing. Oh wow, they found the car? Dang, that was fast. That's crazy because this came out like, oh wow. Thank you for that update. Thank you. Um, and he was in contact with her when she went offline, meaning her phone, everything her she asserted. Deputy Police Commissioner Frank, this is the first time I'm reading this. This is the first time I am covering this case. I was going to cover it before, but then it just this came out, so it was I was like, wow. So Deputy Police Commissioner Frank Vanor said King appeared to meet her shortly after she left her place of work. All right. He added that King allegedly tried getting rid of the car, his cell phone, and other personal belongings before turning himself in on Tuesday night. Over the course of the convoluted investigation, the metallic Camry, which Vanor said has heavy front end damage on the left front bumper, has been seen driving through the city, and it may have been moved outside of it. The deputy noted that the alleged kidnapper's car license plate MSX 0797 may have been ripped off. While authorities are still tracking this case under the assumption that Scott is still alive, the city's police department homicide unit has taken over the investigation because of its resources. Uh, Tokli- Toklivosky clarified that King has been hit with charges including kidnapping and reckless endangerment, endangering another person. Authorities made the alarming declaration that King has demonstrated a pattern of kidnappings. Jeez, man. This guy needs to be off the streets. Earlier this year, he was charged with kidnapping and strangling a female acquaintance, but the case was dropped. Jeez, wow. Uh, Tuklowski said the district attorney's office let the case go after the witness failed to appear in court. However, in light of Scott's disappearance, um, Tuklowski has filed for the case to be reopened, meaning King stands accused of two separate kidnappings. Scott's mother, Kim Matthews, I'm sorry, told police the last time she saw her daughter was when she left for her overnight shift on October 4th. But coworkers reported seeing her leave the building in her black scrubs shortly after she arrived, police said. Matthews claimed she was aware Scott was getting strange phone calls from an individual or multiple people shortly before she went missing. We were trying to piece together everything to find out exactly who these people are, Matthew previously said. The recent college graduate was in the midst of pursuing her entrepreneurial dreams and was described by her family as creative and very artistic. Scott was also one of 32 women who competed this summer for the Miss Pennsylvania pageant title. The winner is the state representative. The winner is the state representative at the Miss USA contest. Wow. Wow. So that was the end of the article. Jeez. So I'll bring up some photos in a second. Dang. So let me see if I can find something about the car being found. Oh man. Let's see. Oh, okay, yeah, so that was 2 hour update. Here's from the Philadelphia one, an article. A Philadelphia man was arrested and charged with kidnapping Kada Scott, a 23-year-old woman who remains missing after her disappearance more than a week ago. Keon King, 21, surrendered to police on Tuesday, October 14th, officials announced during a press conference on Wednesday, October 15th. Oh, wow. While King is accused of kidnapping Scott, the woman remains missing following her disappearance on October 4th. On Wednesday, after announcing King's arrest, police searched through Ada H. Lewis Middle School, an abandoned school located on the 6100 block of Arley Street in Philadelphia. Police told NBC 10 they had received a tip about evidence found outside the school's property. Shortly after arriving out there, we were able to locate some physical evidence which ties Miss Scott to the scene, Philadelphia Police Sergeant Eric Grip said. Grip did not reveal what specific evidence they found. Police later confirmed they did not find Scott at the school after searching the entire property. The school is located near Albury, I think I'm saying that right, where police had searched for Scott back on Friday, October 10th. They found nothing at the time of that search. During Wednesday's press conference, police also released a photo of King's vehicle, which they say had been spotted in neighborhoods across the city, including Center City, Mount Airy, Grace Fair, dang, that's everywhere, and Grace Ferry in southwest Philly. Wednesday afternoon around 3:10 p.m., police received another tip reporting that King's vehicle is in the back of an apartment complex in Philadelphia's East Fall neighborhood. Police then responded to the Gypsy Lane condominiums on the 400 block of Gypsy Lane, where they found the vehicle in the parking lot. Police said the vehicle is heavily tinted, and at this point, they do not know what's inside the car. They are in the process of towing the vehicle and obtaining, excuse me, a search warrant. Wow. So they did find the car. Thank you for that update. Whoever said that in chat. Um, yeah, thank you. Seriously. Keyoung's, this is the first time I'm covering this too. Keyoung's King prior charges. Court records show that King had a criminal record prior to his latest arrest. Police said he had been charged earlier this year with kidnapping another woman, but the case was dismissed in May when the victim didn't show up to court. During that incident, King allegedly kidnapped a woman he knew in front of her home, threw her in the car, assaulted her, and then let her out of the vehicle. Investigators described the incident as domestic in nature. That case was refiled on Tuesday, October 14th, following King's arrest and Scott's disappearance, officials said. Besides the previous kidnapping charge, King's record consists mostly of traffic citation, which are summary offenses. He also has a open DUI case out of Delaware County from December 2024. According to court records, he is still in the pretrial phase in that case. King's other charges include driving away from a police officer during a traffic stop in March 2025, fleeing from police on foot in June 2025, and driving without a license on October 2nd, 2025, according to court records. Wow. His trial for all three of those incidents are scheduled for November and December of this year. Dang. Oh, Robin, that was you? Cool. Appreciate you. Kata Scott has been missing since Saturday, October 4th, 2025, after she disappeared while working an overnight shift at her job at the Terrace at Chestnut Hill, a nursing home on East Abington Avenue. Her family last saw her about 9:45 p.m. that evening when she left her home along the 8300 block of Rodney Street to head to work. However, police said she never finished her shift. Police said that she drove to work and parked her car, but she didn't leave in her vehicle. The car was found by police in the parking lot of the nursing home after she was reported missing, officials said. Officials said that interviews with Scott coworkers revealed that she had complained that someone had been harassing her through her phone shortly before her disappearance. Police explained that they hadn't seen any cell phone activity from Scott since she went missing. They also said King was the last person who was in contact with Scott before her disappearance. And grab some water. Oh, oh, really? They say that she's in the car? Dang, so this is like all developing right now then. Because this one just updated 2 hours ago, it said. I'm gonna have to catch up on this case fast. But they said King and Scott knew each other prior to the kidnapping through though it's unclear for how long. Let me read that again. Police said King and Scott knew each other prior to the kidnapping, though it's unclear for how long. Her family hasn't given up hope of finding Scott, and they spent last week canvassing the neighborhood where she was last seen and handing out flyers. We are just trying to figure out more, as much as we can, said Sanaya Marie, Scott's friend. Philadelphia police and the FBI are involved in the investigation, with police are still treating this as a missing persons case. They are asking everyone for information whereabouts to call that number. Let me see. Huh. So let me update it. Dang, this is like it's wild. Found in car. Let me see. Wow. See what I can find. Let me see. Um, I mean, that must have just came out because that was 2 hours ago, that article. Let me double check because that's I mean, if they found it in the car, dang. Huh. That's interesting. Wow. That is interesting. Let me see. I'm trying to find if they did find her in the car. Yeah, if you can email me that if you saw the information where they found her in the car, because that article just came out 2 hours ago. But with developing stores and they're waiting for the um with the story and the search for her. Dang, that's wild. I mean, if they found her, there's nothing right now. I don't see anything. Wow, that's wild. So yeah, the search warrant is going on. LE also searching abandoned elementary school. Oh, Jennifer Coffin Daffer. That's where I saw the article or the call for action on this case. And then all of a sudden I see, oh, okay, I'm sorry, Robin. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about that. Sorry, guys. I misread her text. Sorry about that. Dang, that is wild. Let me pull up some pictures. It wasn't letting me load pictures earlier. Oh, I see what you're saying, Robin. Do you think, in your opinion, that she's in the car? They're playing it safe. Let me see if I can bring up some pictures. I wasn't able to load any pictures earlier, so just give me a second. Hang tight, hang out for a minute. Bathroom break or water break, whatever you guys need. Dang, this is wild. Wild stuff here. This is them searching the school area. I think it's either abandoned. Looks abandoned. Dang. So hopefully they find her. Yeah, there's that guy right there that got arrested. Suspect charged in connection with Kada Scott disappearance, identified as Keon King. And the dude has a freaking rap sheet. Let me go over comments. Make sure I'm charging my phone. And I'll read some comments. But this is the guy that they arrested. Trying to see if I can find the press conference. They got a search warrant for the car. Playing it safe, getting that search warrant. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Okay, let's see. Whitney says, I don't want to hear another man say a woman can't do something because she is too emotional. These guys out here killing women just for sneezing. That sounds super emotional to me. Robin says, they are waiting on the warrant to look inside the car. Whitney says that these judges who keep letting these crazy repeat offenders out over and over again need to start catching charges. While Jim was out there like a Pokemon master, traveling across the world searching for a wide. Some men think they can do whatever. They are men. Time for all is to get pew pews. Marcus exception. He is the saint of Coke Zero. Thank you, Whitney. Yeah. I mean, like with this dude. I mean, this dude. Man, if it comes out that she's, statistically speaking, the longer you are missing, the more likely you are, you know, unalived. I mean, this is gross. Like for him to be out like that, and then, man, I don't know, it's just really sad. Let's see if I can find the press conference. Someone's playing California, Hotel California. Looking for the press conference. They said they had a press conference. Oh, his charges. Let me see. Man, like every page now has ads for ads for ads. Jeez, man. Yeah, let me go over the charges. Oh yes, it's abandoned. Okay, here we go. Here we go. So he was charged with attempted kidnapping or kidnapping. He didn't attempt. I mean, he did kidnap that other woman. So they're reopening that case. Jeez, I mean, let me look down this. Let's see. Crime pattern. Here we go. Police said King. Let me bring up his ugly ass picture. Police said King has an alleged pattern with this type of history, and are asking any other possible victims to come forward. Yeah, for sure, come forward. This dude's under arrest, so I know a lot of women or anybody, doesn't feel. I mean, men or women, if you've been assaulted by this dude, come forward, man or woman. Um, so they're saying King is allegedly connected to a previous kidnapping and strangulation case from earlier in 2025. That case was never tried because the victim not did not appear in court. Officials said Wednesday they were going to refile charges in that case. Reports of harassment too. Before her disappearance, Scott had told people she was being harassed, but it is unclear if King was the person allegedly harassing. I mean, look, 2 plus 2 is 4. Let's see. Let's see what else is there. I mean, he had a DUI also, a pending DUI. Jeez, man. I want to see if I can see. Okay, yeah, here's the press conference. Let me see if I can download this press conference. Give me 1 second. And just play some music. But here's the press conference. It's not letting me load it, so I'm just gonna show it from my other phone. It should be fine. We'll get the gist of it. YouTube and the restream is just acting up. So I'm just gonna put it on my phone. That's fine. We'll get the gist of it. I haven't seen this one, so we'll do that. It's fine. Wait, can't hear it? 1 second.
Our priority, and so we will ask for your help. All right. Good morning. Just want to give you an update on the disappearance of Kada Scott, which occurred on October 4th, 11 days ago. Going to provide you an update in terms of an individual that is currently in custody for his involvement in the disappearance of Miss Scott. However, still a lot of work needs to be done. And so I just want to make that very clear as to why we are here and the information that you will receive. Essentially letting you know how we have gotten here, but more so the public's help that we need right now. The public has been very, very helpful thus far in providing a lot of information, which the investigators have been able to track down a lot of the leads, which has helped us get to this point here. But as I said, a lot of work still to be done. The number one priority is locating Miss Scott. Just want to make that very clear. And so while we are at this stage of this now, that's our priority. And so we will ask for your help in locating this vehicle, which you'll get a little more information. It's a 1999 metallic gold Toyota Camry with a Pennsylvania tag of MSX0797. But we need to know where this car is. We need to find this car. Making this very clear, it's not to just focus on the northwest section of the city of Philadelphia. This car has traversed through the entire city. And so I want that to be clear, that every neighborhood, every person listening to this, whether you're in North Philly, South Philly, Southwest, Northwest, please open your eyes and see if you locate this car.
Car is found. I'm just catching up on the case.
Please contact us.
The car was found.
The second part of this is the individual that Deputy Commissioner Venor will provide his information very shortly. Want folks to understand this person has a little bit of a pattern of this type of history. And so we want to encourage anyone that may have been involved with this individual, anyone that may know this individual, please, at this point in time, make that phone call. Feel comfortable enough to call us and let us know if you have any information regarding this person, regarding any interaction you've had with this individual, if you have been a victim of any crime regarding this individual. I want you to understand now is the time to make that phone call and let us know. Give us that information so that we can continue on. Again, just want to make it very clear that a lot of work has been done, starting off with Northwest Detective Division, and then this case shifting over to homicide, making it very clear that the case was shifted to homicide because we have the most experienced investigators in our homicide unit. They have the most experience dealing with all types of investigations. They also have the most resources available to them. And so we have the hopes that we are still treating this as if Ms. Scott is still alive. And that's why we want the public's help in trying to locate every single piece of this. But I just wanted to make that clear because I know there's been some reports once it shifted over to homicide, folks not understanding the why. And so that's the reason behind that. At this point in time, again, appreciate the help that we've gotten. I want to turn everything over to Deputy Venora to go into more details about the individual that has been taken into custody and some other pertinent facts of the investigation.
All right, good morning. Just to reiterate what the Commissioner Stanford said, we've been investigating this since Saturday, October 4th in the evening. The last time Kada Scott was seen at her place of work up in Mount Airy area. Our evidence that we followed, and we did involve a lot of investigators on this, led us to several places, that digital evidence, and as everybody knows, we searched a very large area up in Arboretum, and we came up really with negative results. After that time, we asked the Homicide Division, the FBI Violent Crime Task Force to enter into the investigation to assist. All right, and continued our search, trying to track Ms. Scott's whereabouts along with anybody she may have encountered during that time. Our evidence is pretty clear that she was in communication with an individual. That individual appears to meet her very shortly after she leaves her place of work. And very shortly after that, she disappears off of the footprint. We have a lot of digital evidence, video, and other, which provides us with this individual by the name of Keon, Keon King. King. We believe this individual, and through our evidence, we were able to charge this individual. The district attorney was able to charge the individual. You'll hear from them shortly with kidnapping at this point. It's very important to know we're not done our investigation. We need to find Ms. Scott, figure out where she is, what may have happened to her to cause her to completely disappear from all her items, her phone, her Instagram, social media sites, and everywhere else work. She left her car at that location. So it's very important that this individual, who does have prior history of being arrested, especially for this very same thing, this year was charged with kidnapping another female acquaintance. That case was dismissed from court, and I'll explain it. It's going to be refiled now as we're going to move forward to attempt. So he's being really charged with 2 cases today of kidnapping, and in that case it involves assaults that occurred during the kidnapping. So this is a pattern of behavior. That vehicle that you've seen, the Toyota Camry, was his vehicle. All right, that vehicle's not recovered. All right, some of the stuff he did, as
they found the vehicle,
was he got rid of things like the car, phone. We're not able to find things that he was using. He had an address in Southwest Philadelphia. He had other addresses that it looks like he's not using anymore. So he attempted to elude us for some time. He did come in last night. He's here being processed, but there's a lot of questions we still have. So we're asking the public's help. We need it more than ever. This car, you'll see a better picture of it. We sent it to you digitally. It's a gold colored Camry, 1999. It has heavy front end damage on the left front bumper. All right, that's being described that way several times. We know it's been in the Mount Airy area. We have photos of it in Center City. We have pictures of it in Grace Ferry area and in Southwest Philadelphia. So it's possible that it could be anywhere. It could be outside the city. So if somebody sees this, thinks they know where this car is, it's very possible it doesn't have this tag on it anymore. So if you see a car like it, we're urging you to call police, have it investigated. Any information on this, call our tip line, 215-686-TIPS, 8477, or the Homicide Division directly, and give that information. All right, I'm going to turn things over to ADA Teslowski, who could speak a little more about the charges and potentially other charges that he's facing.
Thank you. My name is Ashley Teslowski. I am an assistant district attorney in the homicide unit. I became involved in this investigation last week when the investigation was turned over to the homicide unit. So I became the assigned ADA when detectives Rob Daly and Joe Kremen took over the case. The first thing I want to say is that PPD and our federal partners and Detective Daly and Detective Kremen have done an amazing job to get us where we are. Today I'm joined by Tracy Washington, from our victim services unit, and also Bob Litheby, the first assistant of our office. What I can confirm is that our office
Whoops, sorry about that.
multiple times at this point, we do not know where Miss Scott is. So at this point, our lead charge is kidnapping. What we're able to confirm and what I was able to charge based on is what we know, which has already been said, which is that this person, Mr. King, is the last person we believe to be in contact with her, and that he was in contact with her when she went offline, meaning her phone, everything. So at this point, the investigation has led us here, and we're able to charge him with kidnapping, recklessly endangering another person, use of a communication facility, meaning his phone. We were able to track his phone and communications on his phone.
Wow.
He's being processed as we speak. When I picked up this investigation, one of the things that our office also learned was that he did have a previous case. It was a 2025 case for very similar conduct, strangulation and kidnapping. That case had been withdrawn by our office based on the witness failing to appear at court. I pulled that file, and after
YouTube is messing up again. Oh, YouTube is messing up.
yesterday,
Give me 1 second. Hey, Dill Dang, good to see you.
was served on that as a part of our conversation with him. Him being here and being processed on the new charges, he was served for that. So he will also be facing a preliminary hearing on that previous kidnapping case as well. So at this point, he will have 2 open kidnapping cases that will face preliminary hearings in the coming months.
Damn.
I don't know if there's any questions.
How many times does the defendant, does the case appear before a judge that it's been withdrawn? I mean, how many times does this matter come before a judge?
Oh, that's a good question.
It depends. In this specific case, what I could tell you is that after the first listing, when the victim failed to appear, the case was marked what I'll call must be tried, which is a little bit of a court lingo, but basically saying if it's not tried by the next listing, it'll either be dismissed or withdrawn.
Jeez.
It was marked that way after the first listing when she didn't appear in court, and then at the second listing, when again we didn't have the witness or the victim in court, it was at that point withdrawn given the previous marking. I do not, but I'm sure we can get that.
Yeah, okay.
This vehicle has been traveling all over the city.
Vehicles found.
We believe this video is involved in what we're talking about, and we have it all over the city in concert with how he's moving as well. Yep, we have the date of birth for you. It is 5/6/2004. So 5/6/2004.
This is the conference from the other day. I'm just catching up on it.
I'm not willing to comment on that at this time. That's still very much being investigated in terms of their relationship and how long they knew each other.
So there's significance of the car right now, the emergency, if you will. Can you address why you believe he might be flying this car?
Sure, I can certainly comment on that, or if you want to. I mean, at this point, we believe that he is connected to this vehicle. We also believe he may have been in that vehicle.
As far as the other case,
yes. Sure. That case is an individual that was known to him, a domestic in nature. And what I can say is the allegations in that case are that he kidnapped a woman in front of her house, threw her in her car, assaulted her, and then eventually let her out of the car. There is some video evidence. I believe that'll be played at the preliminary hearing, but that was domestic in nature.
And do you have a time for about when that happened?
It was this year in 2025. The case was withdrawn in May, so it predates that by a little bit.
What was the last location first?
I don't know if we have exactly the last location, but what I can say is through our investigation, it was tracked all over the city, in multiple areas of the city in multiple different time periods throughout, the entire length of this investigation.
When police were at an address in Southwest Philadelphia last Thursday night, was that one of those addresses?
It was one of the addresses connected to this investigation.
If anyone else might be helping gain or possibly
In terms of other people being involved, I don't have comment on that at this time. It's still very much being investigated. There have been several phone numbers involved that we've been tracking, but all roads at this point lead to him, and so that's what we're hoping leads us to her.
After she arrives at work at 10 o'clock, how big is the time when she actually remains at work?
She's not there long at all. She gets there maybe just before 10, and right after she's out, maybe 20 minutes. That's what I'm told.
Dang.
We believe they are. Okay. I don't know their relationship. Obviously, they had a connection. They're going back and forth, and they've known each other for a short time, but I don't know how long. I don't know. I don't know yet. I'm not going to comment on that at this point. All right. Pretty well. What?
Yeah, you're just going to get this.
All right, just do it up there.
Yes, one of the cameras.
I think that's it. Yeah, that should be good. Dang, that was wild. Dang, that was wild. All right, well, that's all I got for this. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. Dang. Actually, let me read some comments real quick before we head out. Oh, I mean, she might be in the car. The car was found. They got a search warrant, so maybe. You seen the difference between, Whitney says, seeing the difference between these cops and the ones in Cali. It's not over yet. Cindy says, how very sad he got out the first case only to now be involved in another. Yeah. That's why it's important to speak out and to, like with this, I mean, I'm not going to victim blame or anything like that. Of course not. I'm saying people need to speak up and people need to go and yeah, I mean, just speak up, and I don't know. Very tricky though. Very tricky. When he says, wouldn't be surprised if he unalived the girl who was meant to testify against him. Jeez. Right? And, yeah, Cindy, thank you everybody for coming in. Yeah, this was pretty interesting. In the press conference, I hadn't heard the press conference, so that was good to watch. So thank you everybody. I appreciate you. Hit the like button on your way out, and hopefully they find her. I mean, at least there's an arrest. That's something, but like one of the cops was saying, it's not over yet. They have a lot of work to do. So yeah, I applaud them. Thank you everybody for joining me.